Ladies and gentlemen, this is urgent WWE morning breaking news. Remember to click the bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications. Remember to hype up the video. And I don't say this lightly, viewers. I don't say it lightly at all. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself, the man that confronted Brock Lesnar last night, was reportedly arrested last night at Madison Square Garden, New York City, after an explosive confrontation, including the NYPD officers during Raw on Netflix. Now, this is not storyline fluff. This is a real developing situation with huge implications across the WWE. Remember to donate below with a super thanks donation. Stay tuned because the details coming out of this morning are absolutely unbelievable and we're unraveling it for all of you. Welcome to Sean's View Entertainment, the premier destination for WWE breaking news, rumors, gossip, and backstage inside, because we give you the insight to the inside of WWE every single day. Now, if you appreciate the grind, hit the like button, drop a comment, and consider using the super thanks donation below in the comment section with your credit card to help support the channel. Now, let's get heavy into this because we ain't got much. We don't want to waste any of your valuable time. Eyewitnesses at Madison Square Garden, MSG, according to rumors and gossip online, described absolute chaos breaking out during last night's Raw. Roman Reigns wasn't just involved, he was reportedly at the center of it. According to multiple sources that reached out to me directly, there was a confrontation backstage involving security, talent, and yes, the actual NYPD officers brought in due to the size of the crowd and the intensity of the situation just a couple of weeks before the Survivor Series War Games. Reigns came out, tensions were high, Brock Lesnar's unexpected presence escalated everything, and once the NYPD tried to separate things, boom, it all blew up on Raw. Again, viewers, this is not something that is routine. You do not normally see police getting involved like this at a WWE show. It is not the norm. The moment of the arrest. One account says Roman Reigns made physical contact with one of the officers in the chaos. Whether intentional or accidental, that point is still being sorted out. And then, of course, what wasn't accidental was when what we don't think was perhaps maybe crucially, Roman Reigns spearing one of the NYPD officers, one of the officials. Another witness claims that the officer tried to pull Reigns back and Reigns reacted instinctively. Within seconds, according to the sources I have spoken with, Reigns was placed in official custody, handcuffed, escorted through the MSG tunnel, crowd escorted away, camera crews were cut off. WWE reportedly instructed production to not show the incident on TV, according to gossip and speculation online. However, phones were out and fans did catch some of it. Brock Lesnar's exact role in all of this. Oh, and you want more fuel to the fire? Brock Lesnar, yes, the Beast Incarnate was apparently part of the melee. Some say that Lesnar bumped the security guard, which triggered the police rush. Some say that the brawl was already out of control and Roman was just trying to protect himself. And others are whispering that this whole thing stems from tension between Roman Reigns and certain WWE officials about his schedule heading into the Survivor Series on Saturday night. Remember now, guys, this is Sean Entertainment, and I bring the rumors and the gossip. And this one is catching fire across the locker room all morning long. And as we all know, the morning extends until about 11:30. Now we go into the emergency, guys. The emergency, because according to those that know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, this is escalating and the details are absolutely developing. Triple H reportedly called an emergency meeting immediately after the incident. Talent were pulled aside. Producers were moved into a secure office. WWE legal flew to MSG. One insider told me that Triple H looked stressed like never before, and there was talk backstage that this could disrupt Survivor Series plans in a major way. But how? How? This is not something WWE can sweep under the rug. The NYPD involvement changes everything, and it could change for the Survivor Series. Remember to become a channel member today and donate below with a super thanks donation by using your credit card in the comment section. Now, we look at the NYPD side of the story. Now, as of this writing, the NYPD hasn't issued a formal public statement, but internal chatter suggests they could be reviewing and investigating the entire incident. There, WWE has a such thing as replay rule and rewind. I have been told that they could pull some security footage from Madison Square Garden that shows the full sequence leading to the arrest. WWE, MSG staff, and law enforcement are reportedly all in communications right now, according to gossip online. Now, viewers, let me make this perfectly clear. It is very rare for a top WWE star, especially Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the OTC himself, to be taken into custody publicly. That alone makes this situation absolutely historic and monumental and will get people talking. Now, we breaking news on the Survivor Series. We've got absolutely breaking news on WWE Survivor Series 2025. Is Survivor Series plans in jeopardy? Is it thrown in flux? Now for the storyline fallout. Survivor Series 2025 was supposed to be built around Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and certain other big returns like Brock Lesnar. I'm hearing this morning that creative may be forced to pivot, and fast. One rumor says Roman Reigns may be pulled from the next episode of Raw. Another says WWE wants to spin this into a storyline if Roman Reigns cooperates. And a more dramatic rumor, unconfirmed, suggests executives are concerned about liability issues. Now, this could change the entire direction of WWE's winter plans, and especially as we are heading into WrestleMania season. Talk about a pendulum swing, viewers. The locker room reaction. Remember to subscribe and click that bell, turn on all notifications. But backstage, viewers, the reactions, well, they're mixed. Some talent reportedly couldn't believe Roman Reigns was taken away in handcuffs. Others were worried about the long-term implications. A few felt that this incident might have been brewing for a long time due to the pressure that Roman Reigns has been under since returning to the WWE. And you understand Roman Reigns is battling his own demons right now. He suffered a loss to Bronson Reed. He's been attacked. He's been assaulted. He's been violently taken out. One superstar told the source, this is the last thing that the WWE needs right now. Another simply said, this changes everything. Well, now you're probably asking, well, what happens next, viewers? What happens next? Here's where we stand as of this morning. WWE officials reportedly scrambling, according to rumors in the know. NYPD is reviewing the incident, according to gossip. Roman Reigns' immediate status is unclear. Survivor Series plans may shift, but that, it's always subject to change in the WWE. Fans at MSG are posting clips left and right, but they are getting banned. WWE Legal is staying very quiet, and that is telling, if that is, again, unconfirmed. This is a rapidly unfolding situation, and as always, I will be here the moment anything new happens, if there's any updates or changes or any other leaks on this entire situation, which is absolutely disabling. Guys, make no mistake about it, this is wild, and we are just getting started. If you want daily WWE news, rumors, gossip, and all the drama, make sure to like the video, comment your thoughts, and if you want to support my grind, consider to drop a super thanks donation below or become a channel member today. This is SeanzViewEnt, the absolute best place for WWE content on YouTube. Stay tuned because this Roman Reigns story is about to take another turn according to those in the know. Also, what did you think about Monday Night Raw last night? I want your review, your analysis, your comments. What was your feelings about Raw last night? And is this whole thing storyline meets real life? Is it real life meets something credible and legitimate and reliable? The last thing the WWE can afford is to lose someone the caliber of a Roman Reigns. Now, there was some initial rumors and gossip that Roman Reigns was even injured during the whole incident, the melee with the spear through the barricade. Absolutely volatile right now on the brash and the brazen. But as we all do, we always mix you in. Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon were both at Raw last night in Madison Square Garden for John Cena's last ever WWE Raw appearance in Madison Square Garden. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Donald Trump and Vince McMahon discussed as possible attendees for John Cena's WWE farewell match, and Kyle Fletcher claims he's doing better than Cody Rhodes, who is the undisputed WWE champion. WWE officials are furious over Gigi Dolin's NXT salary remarks. Oh boy. Saraya, the former Paige, reveals private DMs with her mom, confirming she stole thong. AEW has creative plans in place for MJF and Swerve Strickland's returns. A wild stat behind Maxine Dupree's title win over Becky Lynch revealed last night on Monday Night Raw. What happened after WWE Raw went off the air in Madison Square Garden, which saw CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar? It was absolutely explosive. Maxine Dupree shuts down talk that AJ Lee overshadowed her title win on Monday Night Raw. Zack Ryder addresses backlash over breaking never going back claim after WWE comeback. You know, a lot of wrestlers say, I'm never coming back, I'm never returning, I'm never going to go to the WWE ever again. Multiple stars have said it. From CM Punk to Stone Cold to Hulk Hogan to Sable to Bruno Sammartino, they have all said it, but they have all come back to the WWE in one way, shape, or another. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Becky Lynch is threatening legal action after losing the Women's IC title on Raw at MSG last night. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Also, Bob Caudle Memorial Service details announced following his passing, the death of Bob Caudle Memorial Service at 95 years old. John Cena addresses Zack Ryder's WWE return. What did you think about the return of one Zack Ryder? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Also, at this time and at this hour, we are receiving word that John Cena claims he rejected a tribute show for Saturday night's main event. Also, Zack Ryder's WWE SmackDown return actually came together at the last minute. It wasn't something that was planned days in advance, weeks in advance, months in advance. It was planned at the last minute. What did you think about the return of Long Island IZ, Zack Ryder? Also, the last time is now tournament quarterfinals matches have been announced and they are revealed online. AJ Lee teases War Games match participation after the 11-17 Raw last night, which brings us down to now. Breaking news, star-studded. According to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, it's not locked in, but it's a massive rumor. John Cena is likely headed to the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026 following his retirement match. Yes, you heard that right, guys. John Cena is going to be one of the frontrunners, the main event for the WWE Hall of Fame next year, going into WrestleMania in Las Vegas for 2026. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Does John Cena deserve? Should John Cena be in the WWE Hall of Fame? And should it be this early following his retirement? And who will be John Cena's final ever opponent in WWE? This is your undisputed place to be, because without you, there certainly is no Sean's View. Gunther made his dominant in-ring return during Monday Night Raw last night. The November episode of Raw saw the Last Time Is Now tournament continue, and those men all want to be John Cena's last opponent. Now, again, there's been a lot of rumors. Quite frankly, there's been a lot of gossip that Gunther will be the final opponent for John Cena. I hope not. Listen, Gunther's a great wrestler and all. You know, he's a top-tier talent. He's a former world champion, but at no time should it be John Cena versus Gunther. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sound right. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a good match, but for his last match, for his last ever match, Gunther just doesn't fit the bill to me. Now, who do you think? I mean, there's so many other better superstars and opponents that should face John Cena. We know Edge is one of them, but we know he's in AEW. You know, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Sheamus. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of who could face John Cena. Austin Theory. You know, it's somebody that definitely needs the rub. Somebody that could use a win over John Cena. Maybe even another Solo Sikoa to rebuild his momentum in the WWE once again. Anybody but Gunther, guys. Anybody but Gunther. Now, according to those that know, we have a brand new champion in the WWE. Yes, according to the breaking news, Lanie Luck wins the WWE ID Women's title in debut at Wrestling Open RI. Yes, Lanie Lane made her presence known in a big way by capturing the vacant WWE ID Women's Championship at Wrestling Open RI. Your thoughts, your comments on a new champion in the WWE. Seems like there's new champions all over the place these days in World Wrestling Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, where we pinpoint you and give you the greatest, the hottest, the latest, the newest, the most definitive, the most defiant, the most exclusive. And yes, as I said, guys, the most definitive news. You're going to get it right here. We are going to rock Sean's View Team. We're going to rock you to the very foundation of the show, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean View. Plenty more to come. Let's mix it up. Subscribe.